Stop tracking the amount of hours you are actually working. Start tracking how much progress you have made. Because working longer doesn't always mean that you are producing more work. If someone is working for 90 minutes and producing an amount of work, it wouldn't be the same as the person who's working for 30 minutes and producing the same amount of work. So the person who's working for 30 minutes is actually more efficient than the person who's working for 90 minutes. The reason being that the person is producing the same amount of work at a faster time. So if he works for 90 minutes, he can probably do 3 times that person. So what I would appreciate to do what I would likely appreciate you to do is find out the average time needed to achieve something or produce that amount of work on Google. Then what you need to do is compare it to the time you are taking to produce that work. Example, if you want to run a 5 kilometer and the average on Google, let's say it is 25 minutes for 5 kilometers and you're doing it in 30, just because you're doing it in 30 minutes and running more doesn't mean you're more efficient. You're not producing as much work at the right time. The person who's doing it in 25 minutes is more efficient. So your goal should be to actually cut the time down while doing the same amount of work. So if you are running 5 kilometers in 25 minutes and if you work for 30 minutes, you can do 6 kilometers and you can be better than the guy who's actually only working for 25 minutes. So hours does matter, but what matters more is how much work you're producing. What you need to do is be on the right positive correlation or positive graph, whether you have to be in the positive graph of whether you're producing the work and you're taking less time. If both of these go in the right direction and go up at the same time, you're in the right direction and you're in the right track.